Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It with Coupons, and I have got a Jewel-Osco haul for you guys today. Excuse the dogs running around. My little dogs get so excited when I get home from the grocery store. They constantly are always like pacing back and forth and like super excited. And unfortunately, my little puppy, she is sick. She has like a really bad infection. So since she's not down here to distract the other ones, they're running around like crazy. So if you hear them constantly back and forth in the videos, that's why. They just run underneath my feet while I'm standing here normally filming this. But anyways, now that that is out of the way, like I said, in case you guys hear that. Also, like, our house is so noisy. Also too, that was the ice maker behind me. Your house has so many noises, and sometimes it's like you don't pay attention to them, but I know when I edit the videos, I'm like, what is that loud noise going on behind me? Sometimes it doesn't pick it up, sometimes it does. Like, there'll just be, you know, some loud noises behind me, and it's just like the ice maker, or it's, you know, something, the dogs, and, you know, like I said, I don't notice it, but you might end up picking it up, and like I said, hearing it and being like, what is that? But anyways, so got back from Jewel-Osco today, and we did this as both a grocery pickup, which was everything but 2 items, and then 2 items I went into the store for so that I could submit my receipt to Ibotta so that I could get the cash back for that. I really wish that Ibotta would just like work with all of the stores being able to link the accounts so that you can do them like digitally, you know, submit them the receipts digitally, so that when you do like an online purchase, you get your rewards back for it and stuff like that. I hate that I have to go into the store, but I did it last week. I did it again this week, and I did that at Meyer and Jewel this week. I also ended up earning back my silver savings bonus from Ibotta, so I did figure that in here. That happened to be because these 2 rebates pushed me over to get that. It's been accumulating with like all my Walmart deals and things like that, but like I said, it just happened to push me over with that. These 2 offers from this transaction. So I counted it in this transaction, but I'll tell you guys what it will look like pretty much if you guys ended up going and doing the exact same deals as well. There was one little thing though that didn't work out completely perfectly though, and that was actually with Fetch. For some reason, it looks like the apple cinnamon Cheerios, I was supposed to get a rebate back from Fetch with the Cheerios, where when you buy 2, you get 900 points back, which is like 90 cents. Well, the cinnamon, or the apple cinnamon Cheerios, were attaching to the Nature Valley rebate, which was for 200 of the like Fetch rewards instead, and the chocolate ones weren't attached at all. So it was supposed to be a little bit different. If I had just picked up 2 of the Honey Nut Cheerios and 2 of the regular Cheerios, it would have been fine, but these are gluten-free, so I wanted to actually try these out. I haven't tried them out, but I thought that they would be pretty good to try out for myself. And also the General Mills brand Cheerios are the only ones that I can actually have, because like all these store brands are not gluten-free. So again, that's why I normally only can have the General Mills kind, and since they have other varieties as well that are gluten-free, I wanted to try them out, but like I said, it didn't work out that way. Anyways, though, for all these items, though, here on the table, which was combined with the in-store and online purchase, these would have totaled $222.44. I paid $62.07 out of pocket and saved $160.37. Now, I did also use a $6 for you reward, which was $6 off of my produce purchase. So, again, that will look a little bit different if you don't, you know, like you're not redeeming rewards and stuff like that. I didn't count that into my net cost, or like against my net cost though, only because I don't count when I earn those rewards anyway. So when I do finally have enough to be able, like it's the end of the month, I have to redeem the points anyway. I don't normally, like I said, count that against my net cost. But I earned back $2.37 because I didn't earn that back like I'd planned on with the Cheerios. It should have been $3.30, but I also, like I said, earned back my $6 for my Ibotta Silver Savings bonus, which is the 3rd tier of the monthly bonus. So it's a total of $8.67. It should have been, like I said, $9.30. My net cost for all these items was $59.40. It should have been $58.77. And without the For You reward, if you guys were doing the exact same deals, it would most likely look like $64.77. Like I said, if you didn't redeem that rebate reward, and if the Cheerio deal worked out like it should have. But my official net cost for all these items, figuring in my bonus, was $53.40. Like I said, I just figured it into this transaction because I did earn it, and the rebates that I earned from this ended up pushing me over to get that reward back. But again, had the Cheerio deal worked out, would have been $52.77. I still think under $55 though for a net cost for these items is absolutely amazing. So I'll go into the deals that are going on for this week. To start off with, we do have a 4-day sale that runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is why I went to Jewel on Thursday night instead of Saturdays when I normally go. And that is, again, because I was able to take advantage of the 4-day sale that was running on Thursday, or started on Thursday. So I ended up going on Thursday because normally I would prefer to go on Thursday. However, because of the 3-day sales, I've been going normally on Saturday. But because this was a 4-day sale and it started on Thursday, I was able to go on Thursday. So the first deal I ended up doing was on the Yoplait yogurts. These are on sale for 34 cents. They are a limit of 12 with the 4-day sale, so I picked up 12 of them. They're regularly $1.09. For 12 of them, they would have been $13.08. I paid $4.20 for the 12 of them and saved $8.88. And there's no coupon. You do not have to clip a coupon to get the sale price. There's no coupons that attach to this deal or any rebates or anything like that, but that's still a pretty good price. Along with, I also picked up 4 of these Roma pizzas, which are $1.50 with the 4-day sale, and they are a limit of 4, so I picked up 4 of them. At the regular price of $4.99, these would have totaled $19.96, but instead I paid just $6 for them and saved $13.96. Also, another really good deal that is going on is on the shrimp. The raw easy peel shrimp is on sale for $5 a pound, sold in a 2-pound bag, so it is going to wind up being $10. Again, the way they have it advertised is like, oh, it's $5 per pound, but because it's sold in a 2-pound bag, it's going to be $10. And it's a limit of 2 bags with the 4-day sale, so you can get a total of 4 pounds, or like I said, pick up 1 bag for 2 pounds, which is what I did. So the regular price of these, 1 bag is normally $26.98 because it's $13.49 per pound. So you're saving well over 50% per pound. So that's a pretty good deal. And again, you pay just the $5 per pound or $10 per bag, and you will save $16.98 on that. Then I also picked up some of the produce deals that they had going on this week, and like I was saying, I also had a $6 off reward that was going to be expiring at the end of the month, or my points were going to expire, so I redeemed it for a reward, and the most that I was able to redeem was for the $6 off of a produce purchase of $6 or more. So that's what I ended up doing, and the produce deals that I picked up for this week that they had going on were avocados for 69 cents, and they are a limit of 6 with the For You coupon. So I picked up 6 of those at $1.99 regular price. They would have been $11.94. I paid $4.14 and saved $7.80. I also picked up one of the cantaloupe, which is 69 cents with the digital For You coupon. It's regularly $2.99, so I saved $2.30. I also picked up 2 of the Signature Select baby carrots, which are on sale for 99 cents with the digital For You coupon. They're regularly $2.49, so 2 of them would have been $4.98. I paid $1.98 for the 2 and saved $3. Strawberries is also a really good deal this week. These are on sale for 99 cents with the For You coupon. They're a limit of 2, so I picked up 2 at regular price. They're $4.99, so they would have been $9.98, but instead I paid just $1.98 and saved $8. I also picked up one of the freebies for this week, which is only with an online order of a grocery pickup or a delivery. And again, I did this as a grocery pickup for the most part, all of the items except for the Ritz crackers, which I'll get into later on. Pickup, I believe, is free with either a $30 or $35 purchase. So mine was over $30 or $35, whatever it is, to get the free pickup. So I was able to get free pickup and also get my free item as well. No additional cost for the pickup or anything like that. But again, this coupon, it will only work with the online purchase of, again, a pickup order or a delivery. And delivery, I believe you have to pay a fee for, no matter the minimum, unless you have like their For You Plus or whatever it is their subscription program. So the Signature Select Russet Potatoes, which is a 5-pound bag, is completely free with the Digital For You coupon and an online purchase, and it's a limit of 1. These are regularly $3.99, so I saved $3.99. And if you do this in stores though, and you did want to pick this up, you could still clip the Digital For You coupon, which is for $1.99. Again, it's not free, but if you wanted to and you needed potatoes, you can pick that up and clip that coupon. But we did get a better deal last week. The 10-pound bags were $1.99, so for the 5-pound bag, it's still not too bad of a deal. You'll still save 50%, but again, not quite as good of a deal as last week, or if you were doing a pickup order, being able to use that free coupon. So I also picked up the Cuties, which are the 2-pound bag. They're on sale for $1.99 with a For You coupon. They're regularly $4.99. I saved $3 picking that up. I also picked up one of the pineapple, which is on sale for $1.99 with the Digital For You coupon, and it is a limit of 2. They are regularly $3.99, so I saved $2. I also picked up one of the sweet mini peppers, which are 99 cents with the Digital For You coupon, and these are a limit of 2. They're regularly $3.99, so with that I saved $3. I picked up over 3 pounds of the Cosmic Crisp apples, which are on sale for 69 cents per pound with the Digital For You coupon. They're regularly $1.99 per pound. At the poundage I picked up would have been $6.47. I paid $2.21 and saved $4.26. I also picked up 6 of the Evolution sodas, which are 69 cents with the Digital For You coupon, and there is no limit. So I did have a different kind in there. They were out of stock, so they put that one in as my backup. So that's why I ended up with 6 of all of the exact same. These are really good, the strawberry kind, but I like the berry kind a little bit more, and they were completely out of those ones. They're also out of the orange kind as well, which I also would have put in bought. They were out of those last week too, and they were a little bit cheaper, but these are still, again, really a great price at 69 cents. So they're regularly $2.49. 6 of them would have been $14.94. I paid $4.14 and saved $10.80. And these do count as a produce item. They're found in the produce section, like with the fresh squeezed juices and stuff like that. And also when you're, like, again, if you have a $6 off produce purchase coupon like I did, it will apply towards these items as well, because that's the category that the item is in. So again, my $6 off For You coupon ended up making all of my produce purchase that I picked up, which would have been $20.11, only $14.11 after using that $6 off reward coupon. So I think for all of that produce items that, again, I picked up, which is a good bulk of the items I picked up this week in general, only $14.11 for the produce, again, I think is awesome. They also had a really great deal on boneless, skinless chicken breast, which is on sale for 99 cents per pound. It's a limit of 5 pounds, and they were only letting me put 1 package in my cart max anyway. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be like close to a limit of 1 package, because they're probably not going to be under 2.5 pounds per package. So to limit the 5 pounds, unless you can find a package that is going to be exactly like 5 pounds, you're probably only going to wind up with 1 package anyway. Or like I said, if you can find 2 that are under 2.5 pounds, but they are like considered the value size, so they're probably going to be bigger than that anyway. So again, that's why it'll probably be just whatever the, you know, 1 size package that you end up with is. But as you guys can see on there, for me, this was 99 cents, so it was $3.49 for the poundage I picked up. I saved $14.12 because these retail at $4.99 per pound, which would have been $17.61. But again, I paid just $3.49 for that, which is awesome. And there's probably 3 or 4 chicken breasts in there, which is a really good deal for that. They also had hand-trimmed boneless, skinless chicken breast for $1.99 per pound, which is also a pretty good price if you would prefer that. And I did not see that there was anything that said there was a limit to that. And I actually put that in as my backup in case that was out of stock, because I still thought that that was a pretty good deal. So again, if they are out of stock at your store and they do have the hand trimmed and you really wanted to get some chicken breast this week, the $1.99 is still a pretty good price. I think that's cheaper than Aldi's for chicken breast in my area, so I would have picked it up at that price as well. well, but 99 cents is even better. So that's what I ended up going with. Then the General Mills cereals, again, you can mix and match with the General Mills cereals. You do not have to buy all of the Cheerios. However, I had a fetch reward, which was when, again, you bought 2 of the Cheerios products, you earn 900 points back, which is like the equivalent to 90 cents or so. And again, the apple cinnamon was counting, but it was attaching to the Nature Valley instead, and the chocolate wasn't attaching to anything. So I should have just picked up, like I said, 2 of the Honey Nut Cheerios, or 2 of the regular Cheerios, or maybe picked up 2 of the, I don't know, a different kind or something like that. But like I said, I wanted to get these just because they're gluten-free, and that's why I can enjoy some cereal and have some different variety as well, instead of, you know, like, I like Honey Nut Cheerios and regular Cheerios, but to have a little bit of a change in variety is nice. I also like the Fruity Pebbles are also gluten-free as well. And the Cocoa Pebbles, I think the Pebble cereals are gluten-free. But like I said, there's not a ton without having to go out of your way to spend a lot of money on those gluten-free products. It costs a lot more money for like the health foods gluten-free type cereals. So since this is General Mills and it's gluten-free, and I can actually get some other varieties, that's why I went with it. But they're $1.88 with the For You coupon, and you must buy 4 to get them at this price. Now, it is the General Mills cereals, and it's also the, I believe, Welch's fruit snacks as well. So with this, again, it's a limit of 4, and you must buy 4 to get them at that price with the For You coupon. But these retail at $6.99, so 4 of them would have been $27.96. And can I just say, guys, I'm going to comment on this every time, the reason that I had such a high savings was because of how much money the cereal retails at. Like, that is crazy. $7 for one small little box of cereal. It's just like, it's mind-blowing to me. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's name brand and everything like that, but like, yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, we have $1 off of 2 digital For You coupon as well, which is on the cereal. So what you could do is buy at least 2 of the General Mills cereals, and also you could buy 2 of the Welch's fruit snacks, or again, like I said, you can kind of do this however you want. But if you buy at least 2 of the cereals, you will end up getting the $1 off of 2 For You coupon as well, that you can use and apply towards this. So you could pay as low as $6.52 out of pocket, and depending on your fetch rewards, again, I had 900 points back when you buy 2 Cheerios, and it's a limit of 3. So this should have ended up equaling back 1,800 points or whatever it is, but it ended up, again, like I said, where I only got the 900 points, and then also the 200 points for the apple cinnamon Cheerios that were attaching to the Nature Valley bar. So I did get 200 rewards points back, which I guess was good if the chocolate wasn't going to count anyway. But also, if you use Fetch and you are signed up for the General Mills Good Rewards, you also earn 10 points back for every $1 spent. So that also earned me an additional 7 cents as well. So for these, my net cost was $5.35 for 4, or $1.34 each, which is a really good price. And again, depending on if you have that Fetch rewards or not, and earning that back along with the Good For You rewards as well. But like I said, for me, the way I thought it was going to work out, if the products had been attaching properly, would have been $4.72 for 4, or $1.18 each, which is a really good price. Just like I said, make sure that you are picking up those Honey Nut Cheerios or the regular Cheerios. And I do think that this reward expires on like Friday or Saturday or something like that. I think it might be good up until the end of the month. So it's not good for very long, but if you do have that, check and, like I said, grab those. But that does wind up being a really good deal. And if you can, I don't know if in stores you can check with Fetch to see if you can scan the product to make sure that it, you know, attaches or whatever. But if you are in stores and you want to, and you can, double check to make sure that the Cheerios products that you're buying attach to that as well. So I saved $23.24 on those 4 boxes of cereal, which, like I said, I think is crazy. Anyways, over to the Smart Ones entrees. These these are on sale, $5 for 4. You must buy 4 with the digital for you coupon, which is a limit of 4. So at regular price of $3.29, these would have been $13.16. Still less money than the 4 boxes of cereal, guys. I paid $5 for the 4 of them, or $1.25 each, and saved $8.16. We also picked up another 2 of these Quest Overload protein bars, which are $2.50 on sale, regularly $2.99. So the 2 of them would have been $5.98, but I used a $2 off digital coupon that is a limit of 2, so it'll attach 2 times when you pick up 2 items, or you can just pick up 1 if you wanted to. But I picked up the max of the coupon, which was for 2, making what I paid for these just $1 for 2, or 50 cents each, and I saved $4.98. Also, this is another really good deal that you do not have to do the way it's advertised in the ad. It says that you have to pick up one of the Dawn starter and one of the Dawn refills, and you'll get the refill for free. However, you don't have to, because the starter kit is more expensive. It attaches and will work if you buy 2 of the refills. So the Dawn Power Wash Spray refills are $4. They're regularly $5.49. So these, for the 2 of them, would have been $10.98. But we have a $4 off of 2 digital coupon. So you'll pay $4 for 2, or just $2 each for the refills, which is a pretty good price, and you'll save $6.98. Now, if you do not have, I've already gotten a couple deals on the like the starter kit, so that's why this was a better deal for me, because these are cheaper anyway and I don't need the starter kit. But if you do and you do not have the starter kit, they're, I believe, $4.99 or $5.99 or something like that. I think $4.99. They were going to be like $1 more. But you could buy one of those and then, again, pay that and then get the starter kit for free, so they'd be like $2.50 each. So you could do it that way, but I knew, because of the other coupons that are available right now, like there's an Ibotta offer at Walmart on this as well, and it's not requiring you to buy like the refill and the starter kit in order to get the coupon off. And I've seen it, I think even Dollar General has like a coupon as well. But again, you don't have to buy the starter kit, even though I saw it in the ad, that's how it's advertised. It's because they want you to buy the starter kit, which is more money, whereas you can buy 2 of the refills and get them at only $2 each. Again, that's if that works for you and you already have a starter kit and you just want to get the refills for it, which for $2 a refill is a really good deal. And then lastly, I also picked up the Signature Select water, which was $3.99 with the For You coupon. It's regularly $6.49, so we saved $2.50 on that. And that is for the larger 40 count bottle package of the purified water, or the 35, I believe it is, of the spring water. So, and we are a little low in bottled water, so I actually thought that was a really good time to go ahead and stock up on those. So that does it for my online pickup order that I ended up doing. The 2 items that I went in stores to pick up were the Ritz crackers. You could pick up the Ritz bits like I did. You could also pick up the regular like Ritz crackers, most of the varieties, you know, the different flavors and stuff like that. The sandwich crackers are not included with this, although we have a different offer from Ibotta with the sandwich crackers. It's not included. And also the chips are not included either. So again, it has to be like the Ritz bits, again, the regular like cracker type Ritz crackers. But they are $1.88 with the For You coupon, and you must buy 2 to get them at that price, and it's a limit of 1 offer. Now these are regularly $5.99, so the 2 of them would have been $11.98. Another reason why the total was so high was because apparently the smallest boxes of Ritz crackers and the 4 small boxes of Cheerios like would have been something crazy, like almost $40. Like right there, that would have been just $40 almost. That's like I said, this is why we coupon, guys, right? Instead, with the coupon making these $1.88, I paid $3.76 for this, and then you could submit to Ibotta for a rebate of 75 cents on each, which is a limit of 5, so you will redeem 2 of them, so you'll earn back a total of $1.50, making the net price for these 2 items just $2.26 for 2, or $1.13 each, and you save $9.72. And you, again, $1.13 versus $5.99 a box. I'm gonna go with the $1.13. Again, even $1.88, if I had done this without going into the store and picking that up and submitting it to Ibotta, like I said, it's a pain that I have to do that, but like I said, sometimes it's just like I will do it for that, because it ended up again getting me that $5 Ibotta bonus for the month, which my bonus for this month with Ibotta, the way that the tiers have worked for this month so far is that there's a bronze level, which I had already earned from Walmart a little while ago, and then there was also a silver savings bonus, I think it was, and then a gold savings bonus as well. It's supposed to like go along with the Olympics. For me, it was when I redeemed 50 rebate offers, I would earn back $6, which again was the silver savings bonus. So I had already had up to that point something like, you know, 50 or 49 or 48, and then those two that I got on the Ritz crackers pushed me over, so I ended up earning it in this transaction. And on top of that too, I'm also 8 in total between the two that I got here, and then I got another 6 at Meijer, and that also ended up pushing me over to 8 for my weekend's bonus as well. So I should be able to get 10 more at Walmart this week and then get my weekend bonus, which again, I'm not like counting that towards this or anything, but it will earn, you know, like it all stacks. So sometimes I just like to put that out there as a disclaimer to let you guys know that there is, you know, like even though my net cost was that price, I've earned that bonus over a lot of different rebates that I've been doing at lots of different stores, but it just so happens I earned it in this transaction. And again, I want to be able to count it somewhere, and so whichever transaction I earn it in, even if it was just picking up 2 more items that I needed to get that, that's where I'm going to count it in with. So like I said, that's just how I personally do it. I know that sometimes that can be a little bit confusing when people are like, oh, this was like a $6 money maker or something like that, and it was like, no, that's because you earned like a $10, you know, like bonus or something like that. And you know, for again, somebody else that's doing it that doesn't have the same bonus thresholds and stuff like that, bonuses that you end up earning back are not going to look the same as somebody else's in their transactions. So that's why I wanted to let you guys kind of know what, if you were doing pretty much the same deals, like I said, this would have been about $60-ish or so for all these items, but because of my rewards and the bonuses that I earned, my net cost for these items happened to be under $55 for everything, which I think is awesome, especially considering I got a good portion of produce. I ended up getting fresh meat and also frozen shrimp as well, which again will be stuff that we can keep in our freezer and have for a while, along with 4 pizzas. Like that'll be good for making dinners as well on a easy dinner night. But like I said, overall really some good deals at Jewel. They didn't actually have a ton of stuff going on, but there were some really good ones going on. And like I said, make sure you guys are taking advantage of that 4-day sale as well, and any of your rewards too, because it is the end of the month. So if you have rewards that expire at the end of the month, those points from Jewel, make sure that you redeem those. Plus let me know too what you guys are looking like with your like Ibotta bonuses and stuff like that. Have you guys met all of your tiers? I don't think that I'm going to earn the gold one, but again, I think that actually maybe I might. I think it's not that much more. Actually, if I end up earning the 10 bonuses at Walmart to get the weekend bonus, I will also earn my gold bonus, which will be an extra $3. So I might actually earn all of it. Stay tuned for my Walmart haul to see if I earned it or not. Anyways, that does it for me from Jewel this week. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and follow. If you guys have a haul or any other deals, or like I said, let me know about your guys' bonus, or you know, like I said, how you guys are doing with Ibotta for this month. But again, I will see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.